Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
The heart of a warrior. What does it mean to be one? Determination, aggressiveness, overcoming. Teams depend on these hungry souls. It takes more than just strength. It takes more than just practice. There are so many warriors out there. So we return to crown a new champion. So squad up.
Looking for two, here comes Mythic around the corner. Great time out of Fresh, he doesn't finish the kill. They got killed towards the point. 5 more seconds is all that...
It's match day.
Still in the driver's seat of the series, but if Monolithic wants to make that change, now is a good time to start. Out of Knights Templar, a free 40 seconds, now another 15. They're gonna get basically a full 60 on P4.
Get out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding
is hope right now. Oh, Lord! Oh, feed him!
7 League Season 3 thus far. God damn it, I'm hyped. K7, you just got a trait here.
Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, 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 energy. I need that. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, 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 energy. I need that energy, energy. Been here, we done that, we done that. You all know what we came for. You all know what we came for. We been here, we done that, we done that. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. I'm in the game like EA. Been in my prime since pre-K. Shooting my shot from long range, going over heads like a two-day. Treat every day like payday. Y'all been living so mundane. My work week is Sunday to oh wait, that's every day. Putting in overtime, punching the clock, I'ma get what's mine. While everyone's sleeping, I'm living my dreams. I got a coin that's so divine. Lord, take the wheel like 10 and 2. I'm losing energy, I'm overdue. I've been on the top ropes, hitting my pros. Watch me hit the power move. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Energy, energy, energy. I need that. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Energy, energy, energy. I need that energy, energy. Energy, energy, energy. I need that. Been here, done that. You all know what we came for. Been here, done that.
All right, everybody. Hello, 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 and welcome to the stream. We got casters all situated And though you can't see us right now, my name is Epiphany, and I am joined by Trig. It is my first time here on the K7 cast. It is good to see you guys. I'm excited to get this one underway. Trig, you're used to this one, though. Talk to us. What you thinking about tonight's match?
You know, tonight's fun times all around, hopefully, at least. Always looking for those nice rounds off the bat here if we can get them. But for me right now, I do feel like Final Form, in my opinion at least, is going to have the edge in this series overall. For them, I'm gonna be honest with you, in the Discord, the way things have been going, they've been a little bit hyped up in my mind a little bit here, so I'm kind of hopping on that train as well. And stat-wise, a little bit for what we have, at least Final Form are looking pretty good. Night Marchers not too shabby themselves, though, overall. If we want to go in deeper into that, we can a little bit, but we do got the first map starting to go, starting to get set up and ready to play here, and we will be starting on the Fortress, which is, all in all, it can be tricky. Depending on how teams play it, depending on how spawn traps go.
Yeah, definitely those spawn traps, a thing to pay attention to. Obviously not like Control, but Hardpoint can be difficult on some of those rotations sometimes. You need to make sure to lock those down. And to be completely fair with you, P2, that's what I look at early on. We'll see how it goes. Let's get after it. Playoffs, Final Form, Night Marchers looking to kick things off with a strong win in Winners Round 1 here. And well, Night Marchers, that's one way to kick things off. It's a team nade, but nonetheless, already no time going for either teams, but the spawns definitely on the concern and on the minds of both of them as they try to get them as Iconic towards the backside, looking to do just that. Good shots in. That should be the flip here, especially once number one dies. Night Marchers, they get the spawns, but Final Form on the time.
Yeah, time, but it's not a whole lot of time. And, well, right now you see Revenge hopping on in, trying to contest that. We'll get that nice kill. So now time going to the way of Night Marchers here. Nice little gunfight up top. You see number 6 winning that gunfight against number 7 Final Form. Really not getting in the rotation. So for them, and just fighting for that P1. And, well, a little bit of a battle goes down. Cells cleaning up what's left over there. And with that soaking up some more time, this P1, though, it is just about gone and all sipped away. Now we start to turn our attention over to that P2 where you see those white arrows. They're going to be all around. And, well, with that Final Form, no rotation from them. They're going to be starting from scratch heading into P2.
Yep, they're going to be starting from scratch, and Diff already trying to get those spawns back, but no dice on that one. Does not roll in his favor, and well, so far so good. The time ticking in the favor of the Night Marchers, and number 4 trying to break on forward gets taken apart as well. Seems like a good run for them on this P2. 40 seconds left to go. You got lots of time you can earn here, and Final Form trying to make the push on forward number 1 towards the bottom side. That's going to be Marchki's trying to figure out how he can find his way through, but again, taken down. So far, a beautiful hold here on P2, and anytime that Diff tries to break on in, maybe this time it'll be successful. Able to maybe get the last 20 seconds here, but the spawns might not go in your favor because of that. Number 6, number 7, they do have the rotation for the Night Marchers, but Final Form looking to make the break here, looking to get that rotation over towards P3 because, Trig, they really do need it.
Yeah, they really do need it, and they need to get some kills on the board as well. They're starting to do so a little bit here. They do win that rotational gunfights to get into the hill, but, I mean, for a moment on P2, I mean, it was really just Night Marchers just going on streaks. He had 3 streaks and 4 streaks going in there for Fall, Iconic, and Revenge, really at all points. I think Revenge hit like a 5 streak. It was like 9-1 at one point there, and well, for Final Form, we're just heating up. You have to start to do something. And, well, with this hold, maybe you start to see that kind of coming into form here. Cells in the back. And, well, this is a very tough hill to break once a team gets control over it. And we see it with that red in the kill feed there. Cells is going to be on that 4 streak. Diff is on a 6. Does die out there. And, well, still good at time going in the hands of Final Form. But now, can you maybe break out a little bit? 20 seconds left. You see players still starting to break in for the side of Night Marchers, and with that control, spawns will start to flip. So you get some of the scrap time for the side of Night Marchers, but can you start to break on out once more and start to rotate over to this next hill? It does look like that is indeed going to be the case, but it is going to be players all around this next hill.
Players all around the next hill. That is a perfect way to say it. It is a cluster, and Final Form looking to be on top of the kills. Marchki's a big 2, not quite the 3rd, a close one though nonetheless. And Night Marchers, they're looking to break on in here. No time going either way so far. As I say that, Night Marchers, good spawns, good time ticking in their direction. 43 seconds left on the clock to go, and Final Form, they're looking to organize for the break on forward. 3 minutes 57 left on the clock, and well, Revenge so far so good. It's a 2.0 K KD, never mind, but nonetheless, still a good time ticking in their favor there for the majority of that hill. Final form, they do get it back in their favor for now. You get the last 30, you try to extend that lead a little bit, but still a very, very close game on our hands, and now we already got to think about the rotation.
Yeah, really. It is a very, very close hard point right now, too. You know, right now you see Final Form in the lead with 85 to a Night Marchers with nice crisp 69. But overall, still, it's been good breaks and good holds from both these squads. I don't think, anyone's been out overpowering themselves so far. And yeah, it just these breaks after breaks after breaks. Solid holds, and then it's like halfway through the hill, we've been getting breaks. So overall, it has been just a back and forth battle. Cell's trying to come in here to this point here. Marxie's able to clean things up, getting revenge for his teammate there as he's able to find one player. And well, a good wipe off the hill. And it's going to be Final Form start to break their way forward, though not a whole lot of time going their way. Eventually, someone's going to hop onto it. Night Marchers, they're going to be stuck in the spawn. Iconic gets a trophy out, but he'll drop. His teammate goes down as well. And Final Form still holding on to this hill. And right now, we start to see ourselves with them with a nice lead heading into this next point. P1 starting to come into play, I believe. I honestly kind of forget all the rotation on this hill. It's been a good minute since I've touched this game. Nonetheless, Marxie's still just running around. And, well, he may be 9 and 10, but a nice streak for him so far as he starts to get warmed up on the SMG, it seems.
P5 looking good. The presence already on P1-2 for the side of Final Form. The spawns as well. It's a good run to have right here. And now you're starting to extend that score margin. Night Marchers, it's all about those spawns, all about P2 rotation. And, well, maybe getting a break here on P1 in order to get some time. Falls, a big two-piece. And now it's going to be the time ticking in the favor of Night Marchers here shortly. At least if Falls doesn't fall himself. But nonetheless, now Diff trying to find his way onto the hill does exactly that. Final Form, good time. Number 3, number 7, that's the big gunfight towards the backside to pay attention to. It's big, big kills coming through for both teams as Cells looking to stay up right now. This is good spawns for P2, but is it going to be enough to hold on to the scrap of P1? So far, not the case. Night Marchers, they have control of it, but Cells looking to find his way forward, finds the first, that's the second, not quite the third just yet, but the time still ticking in the favor of the Night Marchers. Aspect now going to drop soon. Cells goes big. It is the time ticking in the favor of Final Form now for the scrap. The rotation also locked in for them.
Rotation and Cells is just going to be chilling in well with this guy heated up. Looks to get through his missile in his pocket. He is going. He is all different. I want to see a Final Form of sounding because they have a nice, comfortable lead at this point into this hard point.
Close and open. I can streak. Actually, too close. Too open. Too open.
Top windows.
There's a on the back. Yeah, we spawn on the back.
Cross open right now.
I just got shot through the floor. Outer stage.
Yeah, they're both
playing outer. They're both playing outer. All right, one's on the outer part of the stage.
Nice, you're better. All right, collapse fast.
Close right. Close right. Okay, top window, Angel. Top window. Left
Right side, yeah.
He's
One
P4.
top zone.
Good.
One on the back.
Open fast. He's showering.
I got it open.
One on you, bro. Please, someone help.
Nope. Bottom green cut me off.
Oh,
yeah.
Fucking god.
Bottom green on top. They spawned on P1. Diff.
Hey.
Yeah.
We have 2 cruisers to break this. Yeah, just play through front. We have 2 cruisers to break this. Just double cruise.
Holding cannon weak. Aspect holding cannon.
We saw us on P1. Dead.
Nice, good too.
I spawn front. Is that ready?
Green.
One's gonna spawn out then.
Alright, I'm streaking.
Yeah, me too.
On the
Who's
box.
that?
Double streaking
box.
One's
Green.
5,
Yeah,
2 times.
Hit the backside, Zach. Hit the backside.
Yeah, both
Nice.
time.
We should have a weird
Should be
block.
able to cross.
Yeah, we
He
did.
He's front side time.
funny.
Fuck, he went backside time.
Can't get a kill, bro.
I'm done.
Should
Yeah, top plat.
sorry.
They spawned
Yeah,
on
they
hill.
spawned
Yeah,
there.
they spawned there.
have no
One's
trophies.
crossing
though.
your front. One's your close
Trophies.
front. Close right.
I'm trying to nail the guy.
Well, the comms maybe not so completely confident, but not lackluster either. Some distress happening there as the lead is starting to be chipped away by the Night Marchers, but still definitely in a comfortable spot is Final Form. You don't want to sacrifice this next hill, though. So far, so good. The rotation is locked in. Night Marchers, scrap time on this P3, and, well, like I said, Final Form, Red Arrow is already on new.
Yeah, they are going to be set up over here in a big hill as well at the moment, and it's a 40-point gap. So if as a side of Night Marchers get a good break, they would be golden. They would be great. Well, we'll see how things hold on out. Cells is going to be taken down too, and well, just like that, pretty much all 4 going down for Night Marchers. They're going to be spawning back. Number 6 is going to be spawned on that outer side. The rest of the team there as well Freaky going to be chilling on the hill. The question is, can his teammates hold off this next push coming in from Night Marchers? Falls. He will get the break, and well, there you go. A few kills, and Final Form still holding on strong. And for the side of Night Marchers, difficulty breaking into this hill. Final Form giving them absolutely nothing. Revenge is going to fall. Nade's coming on out. Cells is going to be getting one in there along with Marxie's team Nade in there as well. But hey, you're taking down opponents as well, so you're chilling. You're fine. And well, for Night Marchers, they're still trying to fight for this hill. And at this point, Final Form in a winning position and is still once again more red on that left side of the kill feed. They are just not letting Night Marchers have absolutely anything. Aspects eventually going to be breaking a little bit here, breaking a little bit of that Night Marchers, I would say, drought in the kill department. But for this next hill, things are dangerous for the side of Night Marchers.
Things looking dangerous. Final Form so far so good. It's the home stretch now. It's the victory lap. Falls another nade through, and well, the trades go down as well. It's going to be Final Form trying to come out on top of the rotation, but looking a bit dicey for them. Night Marchers, they do have it, and well, this is going to be a front side break that they're going to have to achieve here. It's not a difficult one though when it's right in the middle of the map, and Cells able to find a big 2. It's another 3, and now Aspect though clawing his way back into the hill, able to find 2. It keeps swinging. Marski's now in control as Final Form, they look to close it out right here. It's the hip fire shot. It is the shots in the end that are going to come out on top in the side of Final Form as Night Marchers, they cannot get to the hill. 10 seconds left. It might have to come down to P1, but Final Form, very, very good break there onto P5. You get within 3 points. Now it's all about closing it here. The rotation is in. The kills are in. It's 1 second needed. Night Marchers, they get the break for now.
Night Marchers need to pretty much be absolutely perfect, but now the hill is going to be tossed up in the air. Cells is just going to be chilling here as well. Night Marchers is going to be on this hill, but the question is for how long. Cells gets a kill, trying to hop on in, and Night Marchers, they're not letting Final Form get in, and well, a big wave of kills comes in from Night Marchers. They continue to hold on, and well, things are looking spicy for a map that honestly may have been ended like a kill or 2 ago. We are still chilling. Night Marchers still holding on. Falls, I mean, for the side of Night Marchers, things must be tense for them right now. All Falls on Fall to win this gunfight, and Dippy hops in. Iconics gets 2, and this hill is still going the way of Night Marchers. And again, the scrap time though, things are very tight. Night Marchers need to play things so perfectly, but so far they've been so good. And yeah, Revenge are trying to chill on this hill. For the next one, Cells though, he's gonna be up. And there you go. The hills is gonna be control of Final Form in the last few seconds there. And well, Night Marchers, a valiant effort from them, almost making a major comeback.
My goodness, what an ending there. Night Marchers, when you're at that point where it's 249, you have to be so flawless, 0 mistakes. That is such a difficult task. 38 and 22 out of Cells, by the way. The guy that got that last second on the hill, and you see it across the scoreboard, a beautiful KDs, and Night Marchers, they fall short in that first one, but they really do pull things back together. They did a great job of it. I'm curious to see what they're going to do moving forward into the Search and Destroy.
Yeah, definitely a close one for them. I mean, overall, it's just been it was just so good. I think for both sides, there was a lot of, again, sort of like what I was saying before, big pushes, big kills from both sides. In the end, maybe not exactly the end, what looked like it was the end. Final Form were just lighting up, getting kill after kill after kill. Night Marchers were struggling so much, but you know that once that pressure really started to set in for themselves, they couldn't quite win, but they really, again, gave it that valiant effort and with some big kills on their own. And well, if we play that hard point again, honestly, it could go either way at 50-50 in my mind.
Yeah, and that gives you a sense of hope. That lets you know that they can definitely turn up for sure. So I'm very, very curious to see if they're going to be able to win this Search and Destroy, or if it's going to be a close one again and they falter and go down 0-2. It would definitely be an unfortunate circumstance for them. So we'll see how things go. But, you know, I think overall that when you look at that and your Night Marchers, you still have some confidence going into this one, because I got to tell you, you're going to need it if you want to try to take it away and stop yourself from going down 0-2. And, you know, that loser's bracket is a beckoning threat that you do not want to meet.
Yeah, and honestly, like looking at going into our next Search and Destroy, I don't really know how the records are in terms of the maps, but I mean overall, we're just going to put some stats here on the board here. For the side of Night Marchers, they are at a 67% map win percentage for their S&D, sitting at 2-1. And well, Final Form, they are at the same as well, 67%, 2-1. So for both sides, I'd say maybe you give the slight edge to Final Form with their KD and S&D, but this S&D could be just as close to that hard point, and stat-wise as well, hard point, both teams pretty close to each other as well in that regard, in that last mode. And so for this, I think hopefully we got a series on our hand. I want to see that Night Marchers coming out with an S&D. I want to see it 1-1. I want this series to go the distance because I believe that this is one that can definitely deserve to go the distance.
Yeah, I think it can go the distance for sure. These guys played closer than we thought based on how that margin was starting to extend as we moved through there. And I think in general, things could get really, really dicey in this series. We'll see how it goes, but nonetheless, Night Marchers, a good start, not quite going to close out the map number 1, but it's looking dodgy for both of these teams. I think that this Search and Destroy is going to be very telling of how this series goes. If Night Marchers win it, I feel like Game 5 is on the horizon. If they don't, then I don't know, you really, really got to fester up something in order to get something locked in on that control and then try to get a reverse sweep. I'm not saying it's not possible. I watched one earlier in Challengers. It's pretty nuts. It can happen, but it's rare. So we'll see how things go. The Search and Destroy, obviously very, very important for the Night Marchers.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And I mean, we can go over, I guess, the rest of the series. We didn't really get to do that a whole lot in the beginning, but we can sort of take a little bit of a break, a little bit of step back, just look at the overall picture that we have going on. And well, for right now, again, the Fortress, it's out of the way. We're done with that. That one went the way of Final Form, but oh boy, a close one was that. S&D, that will be the next map that we have on board here. And we'll... It'll be Embassy. It'll be Embassy. Gonna really get a quick look at that there. Sorry, it'll be Embassy that we got for the S&D. So this one I think is really going to be very telling. I think for both teams in terms of their teamwork overall. I mean S&D as a mode, but Embassy especially in terms of like, okay, which angles do we have covered? Are we pushing? And more importantly, for some of these longer gunfights with the opening ARs and stuff like that, can we get that cover fire? It will be covered. And well, for the side of Final Form, you got Cells, who is absolutely lights out in that series. So we'll see how that goes. But for maps 3, 4, and 5, that would be a hotel, and for a 2-night stay at the very least. And well, what are you looking at for the control at least?
Well, you know, for control, when you look at a hotel and the way that one works, I think that we can see that go both ways. It's not like a CeeLo where it's like this massive defense-heavy control map. So I look at Hotel and I see opportunity here for both of these teams to ramp up that aggression, take away some attack rounds, which is incredibly influential. Obviously, we know that B site tends to be a bit more difficult to lock in, so sometimes I like to see some teams just go for that push off the bat, lock down a few ticks there, and then get A, maybe come back later on and, you know, eat the rest of your meal, if you will. And I think that that is really, really where things get important on control on Hotel, because those sites can be locked in very, very easily if you have that good teamwork. So very curious to see how that one goes. But yes, right now on the horizon going to be Embassy Search and Destroy, and we are getting ready to go with this one. But I mean, I also just love the long angles. You're totally right. I think I see sniper opportunity on this one, maybe a little bit of that. We'll see if that ends up happening, but regardless, I think that this one's very, very information heavy, that, you know, kind of no man's land, a place that you don't really want to be. So I look for teams to play that kind of thing very, very carefully as well. Lots of good strategy in Search and Destroy on Embassy, and it's a map that I really, really do enjoy watching.
Yeah, a lot of teamwork, knowing about, you know, not only your own position, but, you know, how the rest of your team is going to be set up. It really just comes down to that teamwork, the communication from these teams on how they want to play this map. And, you know, I felt like Final Form in that last map had a little bit of that edge, but when it came to this sort of that under pressure moment, Night Marchers may be able to pull out some nice plays on their own as well. We'll have to see how things ultimately play on out in the Embassy, but overall, definitely, I think both sides have some big qualities for themselves, but we'll see how they match up on the field, I guess, heading into the map 2 Embassy, with the Final Form so far up 1-0 in the series.
So far, so good as well. Night Marchers looking to find a way to ride the momentum that they had at the end into the Search and Destroy, but we got to play a bit slower going into this one, so we'll see how they do it. But Like I was saying, I want to see some snipers. None that I can see off the bat here, but Iconic towards that. There we go. Oh, oh, he's able to get him. It's a big snipe there off the bat. And well, Night Marchers, I don't know, maybe you like the Taco Bell noise. I thought it was fitting right there for the snipe, but nonetheless, final form already over towards that B site, and Fall's looking to creep up mid, and Night Marchers, I mean, they can collapse this bomb site at any point. Watch out on the ladder. Revenge has got you with the pistol. It's 2 more in the feed for the Night Marchers. It is all up to Cells, and he is nowhere close. May as well just hop this bomb at that point. And, well, he's able to find one. Gets them off for the time, and this is a difficult situation to win, though.
Yeah, Cells will eventually fall. Iconic's able to get the shots in, and with that, plenty of time for the defuse. Night Marchers will be walking away with the round 1, and a big one at that for them. Nice collapse from them. Final form just getting pretty much caught completely in that B zone. No one really able to do a whole lot. Maybe for Cells, from the or not, for the hard point, you're looking at him to maybe step it up, but it is really hard to clutch up in round 1. You're still getting the feels for your opponents and how they're playing, and well, Night Marchers coming out big, coming out swinging.
Yep, coming out swinging, looking to be in their good form. And this is a way to start off a search and destroy indeed. And final form now on the defensive side. We'll see if that's what's going to favor them here. Already off the bat, though, Night Marchers looking to organize for a push over towards this B site. Freaky, though, playing the freaky cutoff towards the middle right now. An unexpected angle. You gotta look to your right, to your left, I mean, but looking to his right is Freaky. He's able to find a big 2. And now it's going to be all up to Iconic in the backside. A beautiful nade, a good clear. 2 versus 3. Man advantage over to final form right now, and Iconic kind of trapped right now.
I mean, not only is trapped, but the bomb is in a really annoying spot as well, just being sort of in the open. Like, it's going to force Night Marchers to try and play for that. And, well, for them, it is a 2v3, a tough one. And you see that cross being watched every single angle. The side of final form are going to be knowing when Night Marchers start to make a move here. And well, Revenge has a sniper in hand, so you don't really hold a lot of offensive pressure to apply to this team as well. You see it's starting to push on out. Diff may be able to get a snipe. We'll have to see if someone shoulders the jump in, and well, Diff with the hit marker, and well, there you go. Iconic's like, I'm out of there. Say good night, and well, good night to Revenge as Diff gets the snipe, and Cells cleaning things up. That last remaining player goes down in final form. A big win from them as well.
Well, that is definitely an unfortunate snipe right there. That made my heart sink when I saw that. I felt bad, but nonetheless, now final kill going to be locked in. A beautiful one for sure. Final form able to get that 1-1 score line. And now we are clean slate once more. Night Marchers trying to figure out how to get a defensive round on the board. We'll see if a trend continues here on a defense-heavy embassy, or maybe final form able to get the momentum heading in their direction, get 2 in a row. As now already you can see the arrows scrambling to try and figure out where the information might be lying in wait, as already snipers out as well, but Fall is able to make one fall. That's a beautiful nade there in the beginning. And now Revenge trying to get another one with this snipe. He spots some good information. Nothing there, and then the team nade comes through for Night Marchers. Definitely an unfortunate circumstance, and now 3-2, make that 3-1. Final form still on the back foot despite the team kill. It's a 1 versus 2 for Cells. Not impossible, not easy either. This is one where you got to pick up that bomb as well. You can see Night Marchers just playing the defense here around B.
Yeah, Cells coming up mid at the moment. Looks like number 7's going to be watching that, but we'll have to see how timing plays into this. As Cells sort of starts to crawl his way around, and I don't know if there's any eye lines at all. Iconics may have to come up against Cells here in a second, but Cells, look at him just crouching and just sort of sneaking around this whole thing, and eventually he will get caught. Just Night Marchers saying, we're putting an end to this. We're just going to extend a little bit here. That snipe shot comes on out, and well, Revenge will be closing out this round 3 so far. It's been these sort of B hit that's not quite worked out so far in this early S&D, and I'm waiting to see for things to switch up, waiting for teams to maybe play a little bit slower on offense. You really need to find that first pick before you can try and make that move sometimes.
Right now, final form on the back foot now, 1-2. The pendulum keeps swinging back and forth, and they're looking to figure out a way to get things moving in their favor here once more. 3-2 right now for Cells. A good start to the game for him, but definitely a dynamic scoreboard right now for Final Form as they're looking to be on the same wavelength. Good shots in towards the beginning from the guy we were just talking about, and well, already Night Marchers making the push over towards that B site. Maybe a bomb plant, or maybe Cell's just going to sneak up behind you. Yeah, there it is. A beautiful kill comes through. A very sneaky kill. And now, again, the defense-sided rounds really going in favor of Final Form. Good shots up top as well by Revenge. Nothing for him just yet. Maybe he's able to find something here soon. Maybe a dicey, cheeky shot. There it is. Beautiful.
Yeah, now the 2v2. I mean, his Night Marchers in a very similar position to their last offensive round. Bomb is going to be down all the way out, and well, the rest of the players stuck in the back, so they're going to be the ones that are going to be forced to make a move in Final Form. They know that the timer is ticking on down, and Iconic's getting stunned, so getting slowed down. Information there for the side of Final Form. Marcy going up against Iconics, and just like that, both fall in unison, and with that, the round now, the way of Final Form, we are still tied up 2-2. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think these B hits are working from either team so far. It has been a very, very tricky offensive side for both teams to try and break through.
Yeah, it's been difficult here, defense-sided map. Sometimes that happens on Embassy, but, you know, maybe not as much as this. This is definitely a peculiar occurrence here, but we'll see what happens as Final Form already looking to see if they can get their first attack round on the board. Night Marchers, of course, now in the defense, feeling confident going into this one, but Marsky's with the bomb in hand.
Ooh, there you go.
A great initial snipe off the bat for Revenge, and Final Form already going to be at the man disadvantage. Looks like this pattern is going to continue, Trig.
It definitely is an tempting fate there. Revenge can't quite pull the trigger quite fast enough, but close. Gets a little bit of intel there, and well, you see the side of Final Form. They're going to be trying to push out this left side. Looks like the nades are getting tossed on out. Cells may see a little bit of a hint of Revenge, and well, Revenge, she's going to be safe for now, tucked away from cover, and well, with that, Marksky goes down, and well, Revenge trying to get the nice quick snipe onto Cells, and Cells, the last lone remaining player, trying to get up close and personal, but you are stuck, you are trapped, and you are gone and out of here. Night Marchers, nice win from them, 3-2. We just continue the big back and forth here, and well, looking for someone to maybe break out. If not, round 11 could be in our near future.
Oh man, every time I play this map and I get blown up by a car bomb, it is the most triggering thing. That one over towards that A side, man, I swear I nade over it and it won't matter. Like somebody just shoots at the truck and I'm suddenly blown to smithereens, but nonetheless, you can see that translates into the AM scene as well. But now Final Form looking to figure out how to get one on the board. A defensive round as Diff looks over towards the Flower side. Nothing for him just yet. As Night Marchers trying to be careful in how to organize this push. They want to try to get an attack round. If they do that, they're going to feel real confident. Ooh. Revenge towards the backside. Going to catch a cheeky push from Marskis. It's a 3 versus 3 now. A minute left on the clock. Maybe get something going over towards A, but that's the car I'm talking about, man. Cells able to find the kill aspect. Immediately for a trade back, it's a 2 versus 2.
2 versus 2, and well, bomb at least in hand for Night Marchers, so they still have mobility, they still have a little bit of freedom for themselves, and right now, Final Form, they're going to be split up, so it could be in a situation where one player gets pushed up, goes down, but I have to see how things play on out ultimately, I guess, and well, Night Marchers yet to make that venture across No Man's Land, though they are looking to make it happen. Falls taking control up top right now. I see that bomb start to work its way on that right side, and really just going to be all down to Diff, who does put out a shot, and the SMG shots from far. Falls can't quite land enough to get in there, and well, Cells finds Falls, and well, Diff gets a hit marker. You hate to see it, but maybe he can finish it up with a second snipe. Unfortunately, does not be the case here, but eventually third time, and well, you get it done.
Well, a beautiful round there for the side of Final Form. Another defense locked in. The trend only looks to continue. What a shot at a Diff. Fitting name right there for Diff, honestly, but nonetheless, switching sides now. We'll see how things go for Final Form on the offense as Night Marchers They're looking to get another defensive round locked in, but this one is so close. I smell a round 11 trig.
Yeah, things have been really tense. The snipers have been on point. You know, there's some games where I go, okay, you got to put the sniper away. You know, someone tries to take it on out, but this game, it just been just snipes and big kills from players. Cells, you have them kind of sneaking around the entire map, really, it would seem. And well, yeah, just both teams unable to really start to break through. And well, eventually, it is going to be taking down Falls. The sniper going to be out of his hand, and well, the AR proves to have some results. And a 2v4 now. Revenge, he's going to be getting tagged, and Iconics is able to take down Freaky, so that's Revenge's sort of front side covered a little bit here. And well, the bomb now down. This could be the turning tables as Final Form look to try and take the first offensive round. It is a 3v2. Advantages all in their favor. Pressure now on Night Marchers. You need that hard point charisma, hard point, sort of mentality to try and hold on and take this round if you can. Revenge.
Ooh.
A good kill onto Marksky. Now that turns it into a 2v2. When you have control up top as well, and a sniper can be big in this position.
Yeah, it's a big position to gain, and number 7, Revenge towards the top side, looking to figure out what he can find, but so far number 6 as well, looking for the route threat back to get with his teammate. Revenge, a beautiful shot. The defensive round win curse might still be in, but Cell's trying to do something about it. What was that? Unbelievable.
Revenge just getting was that wasn't every single kill on the board, but that was close. That was a 3-piece with a sniper in the round there, and well, coming out big. Ultimately, no time for the defuse. Tricky position. Can't quite watch his teammate in time, but still big round out of there. And Revenge is just like, I'm done. I'm out of here. You know, you could have saved your life, maybe trying to get some streaks, but you were just like, nope. After that, I'm out of this round here. I'm gonna go with a fitting end to it.
Well, now we head into the next one. The defensive streak has been broken. Final Form now trying to get one on the board here. And how devastating it would be for Night Marchers if they lose because of that round. We'll see how things go, though, as Night Marchers looking to kick things off over towards this B site. It's a plant in. We haven't seen a whole lot of those, if I'm going to be honest with you, despite it being search and destroy. And, well, 11-5 for Revenge after he gets taken out. Already the man advantage going towards Final Form. They are reaping right now. It's like a 4 down in HP. Already a lid on that round. Now the defusal of the bomb is in, and wonderful, wonderful stuff. Final Form now looking to get the 2-0 lead. It's looking like a good game for them, as all it takes is just one more.
Yeah, definitely heating up sort of in the sort of final moments of this S&D. Again, yeah, on match point for them. They can take it right here, right now. And I think those adjustments coming in for the side of Final Form really just came down to Revenge, not getting those early snipes to put Final Form in the sort of a, hey, we need to step back. Instead, without him getting those kills, they've been able to push up, able to get these kills they need. And well, now on to an offense, which could be the last one. Night March's pressure is on them, but hey, we've seen them in a similar situation. They held on as far as long as they could in the hard point. The question is, now pressure is there in the S&D. Can you have that same mentality? Can you pull out a nice big win, a clutch, and try and bring this S&D the distance? If you can, Revenge will find one, a man-for-man trade. Cells finding aspects right before, and now a 3v3.
Well, Cell's able to find the first one there. That's going to be Final Form with the man advantage still, of course. As he finds the first kill to get on over towards that B site. It's going to be the bomb getting planted now as Fall's just waiting inside the doorway. See if he can find anything. Maybe a cheeky pop-out kill.
Ooh.
Yes, there it is. Just waits. Now it's all up to Cells on the attack round. Trying to take it away as Falls looks to prolong this game just a bit more. I don't think he saw him right there.
No, he didn't see Cells. Cells is just tucked away again. This man's been so sneaky in his positioning and his movement. And
yeah,
he's kind of a player where it's like, where in the world is this guy? And look at them trying to fall the way around. And Cells is eventually going to have to check this bomb. But now with that being defused, he may be able to say peekaboo. And well, with that, no more time for the defuse. You get one, you get two, you end it. Some shots to end it. And Cells ending this S&D. going off, and he's been a big player. I think, you know, for the side of Night March, they had revenge, but for the side of Final Form, you have Cells coming in big with the clutch, the AR in hand, and it just seems so fitting.
11-4, bro. 11-4 is this guy's KD. He is on a heater right now, doing it all for this Final Form roster. And Night Marchers, 12-6 out of Revenge at 2.0. Still, unfortunately, not going to cut it. You have some players that were definitely struggling. And well, now, I mean, this is where you are definitely on the back foot. Like I said, I casted a reverse sweep earlier today in Challengers, but I mean, unbelievably difficult to do that. And Night Marchers, close instances, they've been fighting this one quite well. And now with the point that they're at, they really, really need to finally get over that edge, find a way to take this one away. But Final Form truly looking final right now as they look to get into winners round 2 of the playoffs here. But folks, I think we're going to go to a quick break while we get this next one all prepped and ready to go for you. It's going to be Control on Hotel coming up next. All right, everybody, and welcome back. It is time to get after it. The next map in our series here, it is Control on Hotel. Gonna be a good one. Trig, what are your thoughts going into this one?
Control, given a little bit of the edge here to Final Form, but Night Marchers, they have made this an interesting series, that is for sure. And maybe 2-0 in the scoreline, but Night Marchers coming out big in every single map. It has been a close one so far, and all in all, definitely still room for Night Marchers to at least get a map here. Revenge, trying to go big. He went big in the S&D. Let's see if he continues that heading in to the next map here. And well, that reverse sweep. Let me turn that off. Whoops, I had that on. Looking for the reverse sweep, and it's always a possibility, always something that you hope can happen. Hope that story comes to life. It's just a matter of if it's in the cards here.
Yeah, we'll see if it's in the cards for sure. Control on hardpoint. We know that's always one that can be a little bit dicey, like we were talking about those attack rounds. Sometimes you can lock them in, sometimes the complete opposite. So we'll see how it goes. But nonetheless, this could be the conclusion to our series right here. We could know who's dropping down to that loser's bracket and who's moving forward in the winners. At this point, though, I'm just curious to see what happens so far. Final Form, they've been looking good. Some falters, some mistakes. Night Marchers, they need to start finding a way to take better advantage of those, though.
Yeah, definitely looking to capitalize on some of their plays here. And for Hotel, I mean, just in Control in general as well, it's a big... going to be interesting to see how these teams play it in terms of like where you spawn and in terms of which objectives you end up starting to push to, because sometimes it's really just sort of chipping away at some of these hills too. It's just a matter of, are we going to fully commit, or can we sort of trickle our way with one or two objectives, try and push, try and split those forces and get those reads on the defending side. And well, we'll see how things play on out as we start to head into this map 3 Final Form. They will be on top so far with a nice 2-0 lead. And, well, Night Marchers trying to come out big, but Cells, he'll be the man to find the first 2-piece to open things up. And with that, Night Marchers trying to push into A, but it's going to be dangerous as Final Form start to sneak their way on in as well. Marksy Cells getting more kills, and Cells off to a 3 streak to start himself off in the Control.
Night Marchers, so far so good on the push over towards A. You find the kills, you can find the presence as well, but Final Form as well looking to collapse onto this one. You can see number 6 and number 8 doing that. Diff able to find a big 2, and that's going to be already the push toward it over towards that A site. Here comes the reroute possibly. I'm not quite sure what the plan is right now from Night Marchers. A slight split going on. Number 2 able to find his way forward, but Marsky's lurking, still lying in wait, ready to pounce. That's a big kill. 2-0 for him, and the A site vacated is Night Marchers right now as they look to find their way over towards B. Number 5 though, Freaky with the cutoff. Good shots in, but his location is now known, and he will pay for it.
Good little name from him, a parting gift, if you will. Revenge, he'll drop as well, and that'll be 4 down Final Form. A nice hold from them. 25 seconds left, and Night Marchers have not a single tick of progress so far. I have a little bit going on B, but not enough to lock it in. And well, this next push needs to be big, needs to be huge. Aspects start to push in through mid, and well, big kills coming out. Iconics there with 2, and that wipes off A. And well, now progress being made. You're trying to look for the first tick. Aspects able to watch that mid cut. And well, for right now, Night Marchers maybe a little bit of a late resurgence in the round.
Slight late resurgence for sure, as now they find some presence over towards A. Final Form may elect to just chalk it up here, or maybe number 8 looking to be the one to try to be the sole protector of the site, or he's just going to wait for the rotation out. A smart cutoff play. It's all about the win, though, and he's not going to be able to do it. So Night Marchers, they're finding the kills and now looking to find the presence on the map to get the push going over towards B. But the flurry of Final Form players, they're here, they're waiting. Cells, a big kill comes through. Now the rest of Night Marchers looking to make the progress on forward, but stagnant towards the middle of the map they are, and that's going to cause Final Form to take advantage of it, find the kills, continue to push them back.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big hit on A. I mean, that's sort of an example of just one hit is all you need. And well, after that, you're trying to hit B, and well, Final Form, they have the numbers, they have the positionings. Night Marchers can't quite break in, and well, 10 lives to 15 so far. Final Form in a good position in that regard, but some Night Marcher players able to break on in, and well, with 3 down, it's Freaky. He's going to be caught trying to push from this front side, and it is going to be a tricky challenge, and Revenge is going to be winning, and Night Marchers once again, another big break from them, and kills going their way as well, now tied up in lives 9-9, but progress pressure on the side of Final Form now as it's really Aspects trying to hold down the lobby, trying to check people in and check people out, and well, still a 2-stack on B, and Final Form, they need to get it, and they need to get in, stop this progress, but it's not going to happen. Night Marchers coming out with the round 1.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about, right? You can lock down those attack rounds on Hotel. A perfect example of that as Night Marchers. That is a wonderful start if you want to try to have even the slightest of a thought of a reverse sweep in the series here. So you're able to get on towards that site, get that capture all locked in and good to go. Now it's all about having another great defense here to make sure Final Form do not do the same, that none of that is replicated whatsoever. So we'll see how it goes, but kicking things off with Iconic. A nice POV to watch as he tries to find a nice kickoff here over towards the site, but right now the presence for the side of Final Form already mounting over towards A. It's only Revenge up, and now Revenge down in the dirt. It's going to be Night Marchers trying to get a solid defense, but nobody there.
No one there at all. It's all about trying to rotate over. And for the side of Night Marchers, the first tick is there, so maybe you try and make a push happen, but at some point, you are just going to need to watch those sort of outward pushes after this hill is captured, because it's now 2 ticks of progress. And, well, Freaky and Cells not letting A drop, and with that, the A zone going to be in the hands of Final Form, and an extra minute on the clock, 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Final Form to work with to try and make this break onto B, and we'll see how things go in Aspects. He's just going to be playing around bedroom side as well. Night Marchers going to be watching their back spawn as well. Final Form trying to push through in Aspects. A nice kill from him as well. He'll get caught as he tries to rotate, reposition himself. And for right now, it's Iconic really just holding down the B zone. And while Cells peeking on out, Diff as well comes out. And with that, some kills. Revenge trying to watch through mid. But things starting to light up in the kill feed for both sides.
So far, Final Form, good attack rounds locked in. Or at least over towards that A site. Now it's all about figuring out how to get to B to get the full round, as Freaky now towards the middle of the map trying to do just that, but playing a little bit of a funky gunfight against Aspect, able to come out on top of it. Minute left on the clock now, just gotta wait for the reinforcements to arrive, and well, they are there. You can see the 4 players all stacked up and ready to go. Here comes the gunfights. They're here, they're on. It's all about the stack now. You gotta believe, but you also gotta watch out for number 2. It's Revenge, trying to get the pinch. A beautiful gunfight, win more kills, more red, more time, going in the favor of Final Form on B. Just maybe believe in the stack, get some of these ticks locked in. If you thwart Night Marchers even more than you are now, they're not going to be able to touch this point. So far, they have had a struggle of doing that. Aspect is able to find 1 on the hill, but still 2 ticks gone. The last one going away, and finally, Night Marchers, they're able to get back on their crutch, get the defense back up, and keep them at bay for now, but still a minute to work with if you're Final Form.
Not only a minute, but you'll just have the lives. Night Marchers, I mean, sure, they hold off that offensive push. They eventually start to, sort of heal that wound a little bit, but it's not going to be a full recovery as it's 8 lives to 16. Final Form has double the lives and Aspects with nice kills there, trying to take down Diff, eventually going to get caught in. Well, Final Form, they just got to whittle down these lives. They have 30 seconds to do so. They can make some progress, but it's just going to come down to the final 4 now for Night Marchers, as it's all or nothing now in this round 2. And well, with that, the ticks are going to be in Final Form. Going to be checking out there of round 2 now, tying this the map up 1-1.
Great final kill coming out of Diff. 17-9. What a KD to look at. Definitely been putting in the work, and at this point, now I think Final Form really, truly, I mean, they're coming here to play. They lost that original defense, but they win the attack. So we are all tied up 1-1 as we go into the defense. Now it's all about who's going to win their first defense. Final Form looking to do that. Night Marchers looking to win another offense. We'll see how they do it, though. Let's go to a listen-in with the Night Marchers.
Couch is dead.
Yeah, lobby.
Good one on
that
there.
side.
Yeah, native lobby.
Yep.
I'm here.
Top bed.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Yeah,
Lobby,
lobby
get my
dead,
plat.
lobby
Get
dead.
my plat.
I do.
One more plat on me.
Still looking at carpet.
Nothing
Looking,
shandy yet.
I can see your back. I can see your back.
I still got my flat.
Wait, on me.
One useless. We hopped in time.
Wait, one more. Arches right now, miss.
No, he's super weak, bro.
Yep.
Right side desk.
Focus A, focus A. Yep. Mo could be playing in our kitchen cave. We spawned out.
Yep.
One mid.
One mid.
No.
And there we go, Night Marchers. I mean, a little frantic, a little quiet, and sometimes there.
Yep.
Overall, it's 20 lives to 21. The A zone, yeah, progress in B. A little bit of progress being made there as well. And Beside Night Marchers trying to clean up this A now, trying to finish it off if they can, get an extra minute on the clock, and well, for them keeping this round 3 close. And a matter of, can you sort of leap off of this objective and try and push into that backside flank if you can. Number 8's going to be having the job of watching that, and number 5 slipping on by as well. And well, Freaky, a good kill there, and well, we'll see how things go. Eventually does get caught. Night Marchers trying to work their way around, trying to make a backside push onto the B, it would seem.
Night Marchers so far so good right now, on over towards the A side, but B we go. It's going to be the backside for number 4, trying to get on through. Marski's though able to find one here, and now the kill comes through. It's going to be Aspect towards the backside though, looking to find the kill. No dice on that one. Marski's another 2. 45 seconds left to go, and Final Form are looking to lock down a solid defense. Marski's good shots in, falls though. Able to find another big kill onto Freaky, as now number 8 towards the top side. It's Diff trying to keep the defense up, but meanwhile Night Marchers looking to make the push. You see the white arrows getting ready to hit that B site, but Diff another big kill, and now sells a kill as well. Final Form, they are finding the kills. Night Marchers, they are nowhere near.
Nowhere near whatsoever as this time ticks on by, and it's also 7 lives to 12, so it's really just one push and you're out of here. And well, Marski in mid gonna be finding 1, gonna be finding 2, and that might as well just shut things down and put a nail in this round here, as it's just gonna be coming down to these final players, and Marski's just getting that final kill in. And oh, Final Form, they're not looking like a team you want to get angry.
Unbelievable defensive round there. After a slight regression at the beginning of the game, losing that defense that they did have, now they get it locked in, and this is where defeat is on the horizon for the side of Night Marchers. If you're not able to get this defense in, then it is a rough showing. At least at that point, you push that round 5, and I think Final Form will likely lock it in if they get at least 3 ticks here, I believe, but Night Marchers trying to figure out a way to get a solid defense. Don't want to let Final Form clutch this one up. And well, Celst, that's a beautiful start. It's the first blood. Now the pressure on over towards the B site goes, as minute left on the clock. Lots of time to work with. Final Form trying to already make the presence known, as they have the progress going in their favor. Marski's cells, they are on the point. The kills are through as well. Iconic maybe to find the angle, but no. Revenge frying towards the middle of the map, but not on the hill. Just gotta play your life if you're cells. Already 2 ticks gone. The 3rd looking to be inbound, as Night Marchers, you have got to get a move on.
Yeah, big gunfight there. Number 4 winning the gunfight there on B, and well, with him, he's gonna able to save B for now at the very least, as he's able to wipe away that progress of that 3rd tick. So still Final Form working on A now, though they've done a lot of damage on B. Now coming down to clean up A if they can get that point done. And Night Marchers, they're trying to hold back, trying to push forward onto Final Form here if they can. Fall is able to slip through the cracks, able to get 1, and there you go. Beautiful teamwork coming in, but it's just going to come down to Marski. Can he make that miracle play? Revenge not letting it happen in the A zone. Also in a dangerous position now, as there are 2 ticks there, so just 1 tick on either point. Final Form, it's just going to be a matter of breaking down Night March's defenses for just a moment, and either zone can be theirs.
Well, B and A, both 2 ticks on, and this is where you either have a terrible very heartbreaking choke or an amazing clutch up and attack round. And well, Diff trying to get back on. This guy keeps going wild. 27-17 right now. A site gone, minute on the clock, minute and a half to work with in total now. And the pressure already mounting over towards that B site. We know how this one works, Trig. One big 4 down, and you can have this one completely in your clutches.
Yeah, definitely for that one single tick. It's literally just the time for Night Marchers to spawn up, and this round would be done if a full wipe comes in. And about to see how things playing out. Freaky gonna be getting one down in reception, trying to take down Falls. Falls goes down, and well, he ain't getting up. But that Freaky gonna be holding this nice position. Sells with a kill, and well, these are kills going in the way of Final Form. And Revenge maybe has something to say. And turned up a little bit if he can. Sells, though, gonna be taking him down, though. These kills still coming in. Night Marchers trying to hold on as best they can, but that is gonna be it. It's gonna be all she wrote there for the map 3. And well, with that, the Final Form taking a nice little 3-1 in the control and a 3-0 series. Been really a good performance for them overall throughout the series, and well, everyone popping off when they need to.
Yeah, some close instances, some moments of life for both of these squads, but nonetheless, most of the life flourishing on the Final Form squad, as you can see it right there from Diff. 29-18, that's the guy to look at, as well as Marski's 20 non-traded kills, I believe it was. An unbelievable scoreline to have. And well, that is going to be it. Winners round 2 locked in for these guys. Final Form looking good.
Yeah, definitely looking good for them. And I mean, overall throughout the series, Final Form, I mean, from that hard point, they were getting kills, and Night Marchers have just been sort of, I would say, one step behind in some instances here. You know, they've been close. You know, they've been able to, you know, push Final Form sort of to sort of be that next level, really, and sort of they weren't a pushover, I guess is what I'm saying. You know, Night Marchers, they were holding on, they're making big plays when they needed to, but ultimately Final Form, everyone was ready to play. For the side of Night Marchers, I don't really know if I would say exactly the same. Like, you had some big players out there, you know, I had Revenge popping off in key moments, Iconics as well, but I felt like, at least in those last 2 matches, for now I remember, it had aspects in the S&D, which was kind of a little bit lackluster. You needed him to step up, and in the control, you sort of needed Fall to do it. So, you know, those players step up a little bit, sort of go toe-to-toe against all of Final Form, and maybe you see map 4 here, you know, you see that map 5 if you need, but overall, Final Form, everyone came out to play, and well, as their name would say, they're all in form. They're all ready to play.
Looking final for sure. We'll see what Final Form do as they continue in our playoffs bracket. Meanwhile, Night Marcher is going to have to suffer that losers round 1 drop down. We'll see how they vie to try to make a run, but nonetheless, lots of storylines to look at here in the playoffs. It has been a wonderful match here on Super Bowl night. I don't know if it's still happening, but if it is, go ahead and go watch the end of it. But nonetheless, whatever it is, Chiefs won is what I'm hearing. All right, cool. I'm not a big football guy. That's why I'm casting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why you're here.
Exactly. That's why I'm here. Maybe everybody else too. But nonetheless, have a wonderful night, guys. My name is Epiphany. I have been joined by DC Trig, and we'll see you guys next time. It's been a pleasure to be on the first K7 cast for myself. I enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the future. Good night.
I'm too exhausted, I needed the energy, needed to pick me up. I'm in your movie, but this is my cinema. I got the power, I'm built to devour anyone coming against me at tower. I don't cave in the pressure. Some of y'all leaving here in the stretcher. Took my time to go and get better. I was reading in the red letters. Ay, hit me with your best shot. I got time today. Feeling like a matador with that Red Bull. Oh, no, you can't stop me. I'm running my own play.
Definitely going to be handshaking 6.
Kills there from Impulsive is now very going to be the
Last one alive now for Team Final Strike. You back out to middle map. And setting up positioning for this P2. Templar has to play for those rotational spawns. Rated game.
But we're going to be opening it up with Hero, the man. Important, and we already see those purple